In today's video, we're going to talk about Deadpool 3, aka Deadpool and Wolverine, aka we don't actually know what this movie's properly being called yet, like officially. We don't know the official title yet. So as we know, this movie is delayed indefinitely until the actors' strike is over and the WGA writers' strike is over, which according to the internet, everyone keeps saying they're meeting every day. They've been saying that for 3 days. So until it comes from an official, actually, you can't trust trades either because a trade make it seem like if it wasn't done 2 days ago, it wouldn't be finalized and it wouldn't be over for another 100 days. So the actors and writers strike will be over. Nobody knows. But we know a lot about Deadpool 3 without really knowing anything, if that makes any sense. So let's break it down. Yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Warstu here with another video on Deadpool 3 and the ramifications of Deadpool 3, because Deadpool 3 will change the MCU because of the events that happen during Deadpool 3, and that will correlate to whatever they call Secret Wars. I don't think it's going to be called that because we know Avengers 6 is going to have to be split in half because after Avengers 6, aka Secret Wars, the MCU is going to reboot and we're going to get the actual MCU X-Men, rather than the Fox Legacy X-Men, which has been confirmed by the director to be a pinnacle part of said Deadpool 3, whatever they decide to call it. So, yo, here's freaking good, YouTube. Wish you have you are new around here. Make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture-based content that I try to cover personally by myself on a daily basis. If you could, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know. Post down below your theory, your best theory for Deadpool 3. Which would be a lot easier than be better than these made-up theories that are going around as scoops from Twitter scoopers making out it's actually plot details, when really you're just making theories based on set photos. They've only filmed half the movie, so calm down. Also, like I said, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Right, let's break it down. So the best way to describe this movie is, we know it's a multiversal movie. We know it's going to invoke or involve the X-Men legacy characters that have previously appeared in other movies in the Fox universe. We know, oh, there's going to be incursions. They're all going to collide. It's going to eventually make one universe, aka New Earth, aka Battle World. Well, let's break it down. So I guess the best theory you could say about this movie is Deadpool and Wolverine got sent to the void by the TVA. We know the TVA are going to be a massive part of Loki Season 2 because that's pretty much the governing body within Loki Season 1, so it's going to have to be a case in Loki Season 2. So the reason they got sent there is because Deadpool and Wolverine go on some crazy adventure to bring back or fix the Fox universe. But during this, they visit Earth 838, aka the Multiverse of Madness universe, where Wade and Logan see Scarlet Witch decimating the whole Illuminati and killing Professor X, snapping the head off. Then Wolverine, or Logan, if you like, goes absolutely insane and changes the events of Doctor Strange 2, and that changes Sacred Timeline. That changes absolutely everything. And that is how the TVA shows up. And that is actually how they end up in the void. So a lot of people seem to think that the void now is just canon. Whatever happens in the void, it's canon. But then also a lot of people, when I say a lot of people, I mean the chatter online. A lot of people seem to think the void is going to be New Earth and the void is going to be Battleground, and we don't even know if there is actually going to be a Battleground. But something that came out yesterday was, I don't know when it came out, Loki Season 2. There's a really cool line in the trailer where it says, this is going to get, or it says, this is going to sound strange, hinting back to Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange seen these 14 million possibilities of how to beat Thanos. And you really think he didn't see anything to do with Kang the Conqueror, when allegedly Tony Stark knew about Kang the Conqueror, allegedly Thanos did. So the fact they use, I know strange could be like a metaphor for anything, but the fact in that trailer they use the line strange, I personally think Strange knows everything. I've been pulled through time. I can't keep looking at it because it's freaking me out, said Mo. And then Loki says, he said something like this. I thought he said it didn't look that bad. Mobius, I was lying. It's terrible. Loki, it's up to us to save this place. The time is running out. So throughout every trailer we got for Loki, time is running out. It's all about the sacred timeline, and the ramifications for Loki Season 2 is going to play directly into Deadpool 3, which will play directly into Kang's Dynasty, and will play directly into Secret Wars. Why do I keep saying this? Because allegedly at the end of Loki season 2, that is where Deadpool will get captured for using the device from Cable, played by Josh Brolin, right? And that is where Deadpool 3 is going to start. And I was told this a while ago. I can't confirm or verify, but if the ending of Loki season 2 post-credit scene was to set up Deadpool 3, that would really unite the fandom and the fans, because realistically, they've not had something to look forward to for a long time. So we know allegedly every single Fox Legacy X-Men is allegedly going to be appearing inside a movie. So something that also keeps coming up is Pizza Time is the post-credit scene for Deadpool 3, and this is posted by Daniel RBK. He didn't actually say anything to do with post-credit scene. He said, this will be clear when you see the ending Deadpool 3. Are people expecting Toby to be having pizza with Wolverine and also with Deadpool? Now, it's clear that a lot of people don't know what they're on about, because so many times people said, oh, this movie, it's going to have a Wolverine, and that Wolverine is going to be the MCU Wolverine. No, it's not really. So some people say Deadpool 3 is actually a movie about Wolverine traversing himself through the multiverse to find the perfect Wolverine, but they decide they can't find the perfect one. But we're going to have many different variations. Daniel Radcliffe apparently is going to be Wolverine. Warstu apparently is going to be a Wolverine. And it's going to conclude that ultimately Hugh Jackman is the greatest Wolverine ever, which we already know. We don't need a movie to say that. So you want us to believe that Deadpool 3 is actually a movie about finding the perfect Wolverine? No, it's about fixing the timeline problems that Deadpool's going to cause, or some variation of that. But I do think the theory that Wolverine seeing Professor X get his head snapped means he's going to change the events of what happened in Doctor Strange 2, because they're going to go literally back to the timeline whilst it's still happening and stop it from happening. Thus, for Wanda Maximoff can return, although I don't think she's going to appear in a movie, and the Illuminati that was set up in that movie could, in theory, return. Now, I don't need to say this, but for some reason, people keep making a big deal about this. So we know after Secret Wars, they're going to reboot everything. And Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, will probably appear in Secret Wars alongside Toby, etc. Now, some people seem to think they have a direct line to Kevin Feige. They really don't. Now, Feige's plan is obviously to make Secret Wars the sending off to the whole of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it. All the movies that came before Iron Man, and Iron Man will probably make some variants of a cameo role for sure. And then what we're going to get is the cosmic phase, the mutant phase, and then we will get the MCU, and then we'll get a complete overhaul, a complete recast for absolutely everyone. Now, recently, Chris Evans came out and basically said what he's always said, but some people made a huge deal about it, like he said he was returning. That's not actually what he said. He said he wouldn't ruin the way he went out unless the story and script was great, which is pretty much what he's said for years now. But I don't understand why people make a big deal about it. So basically, every single character that's ever appeared in Marvel is going to appear in Secret Wars in some variation. And every single Fox Legacy character, X-Men, will appear in Deadpool 3 in some variants. And the effects and the events in Deadpool 3 caused by Wolverine and Logan will change the sacred timeline, will change every timeline. And then the ramifications of that will be seen in Kang's Dynasty and will eventually somehow, in a variation, lead to Secret Wars. But what Secret Wars is going to be, we don't know, because there's so many fake plot leaks out there where in Deadpool 3, the TVA are setting up their heroes, sending them to the New Earth, aka Battle World, for there's no threat. Like, where's the threat at? Because we haven't actually seen the threat yet. Sure, we've been introduced to a variation of Kang the Conqueror, and in the post-credit scene for Ant-Man 3, hundreds, if not thousands, of different Kang the Conquerors, loads of different variations, including the Doctor Doom variation. But they need to actually show us something where it's like the great threat, and what is the point of sending them about the world? I get it, comic books are comic books, but movies are not comic books. They're completely different. The Infinity Gauntlet storyline was completely different in the comics to the way it played out in the movie universe. So let me know. What is your craziest theory, and what do you want to happen in Deadpool 3? Who do you want to appear in Deadpool 3? We don't need 100,000 cameos because these TikTokers say they're appearing. They're not all going to appear because the budget is not going to be crazy high. They've already filmed half the movie for sure. I get it. There will be crazy rewrites when the writer's strike and actor strike is over. But they're not going to overhaul and put every single character in Deadpool 3, although you're going to see some other plot leaks reappear at some point that states that Tom Cruise Iron Man will appear. It doesn't make sense for any character to appear outside of the Fox universe, realistically, except for one or two, maybe. So like always, guys, let us know. That is everything that we know about Deadpool 3 officially. Basically a multiversal movie, which realistically, Venom 3 is supposed to be a multiversal movie. Everything is a multiversal movie because we're in the multiversal saga, allegedly. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter, OSTG. And I will catch you in another video very soon, guys. Catch ya later.